If you've had shoulder surgery, you've gone through physical therapy, and you're still dealing with pain or weakness or limited movement, this is exactly what might be going on. And more importantly, what can you do to actually fix it? I want to walk you through a real case study of a patient I recently saw, because this is something I see all the time. This was a 60-year-old female. She had a reverse shoulder replacement about 1 year ago. She did everything right. She went through physical therapy, she improved her range of motion, but not completely. She never got her full mobility all the way back. So now she still has limitations with lifting her arm overhead, reaching behind her back, and more importantly, she has a loss of strength. So everyday things like lifting, even playing pickleball, are still a struggle. Now here's where it gets interesting. Because her shoulder wasn't moving properly, her body started compensating. That compensation started stressing her neck, which then irritated the nerves coming out of her neck. And now she's getting pain radiating down her left arm, the opposite side of her shoulder injury. So now she doesn't just have a shoulder problem, she has a neck and nerve problem also. Here's the biggest mistake that led to this. After in-person PT, her insurance switched her to virtual PT. And this is where things really broke down. But she was being told to strengthen on top of that limitation. Because when you're strengthening on top of that limited movement, you're not fixing the issue. You're reinforcing bad movement patterns. And over time, that creates more stress, more irritation, and more compensation. Think of it like this. If your shoulder only moves halfway and you train it like that, you're teaching your body that halfway is normal. Instead of fixing the restriction, you're locking in this faulty movement pattern. So when she came into my office, we took a completely different approach. Step one was restoring mobility. We focused on loosening the soft tissue restrictions in her shoulder and her rotator cuff. We used a combination of active release techniques, shockwave therapy, dry needling, and Graston, and laser therapy on her irritated nerve. After just one visit, she already noticed improved range of motion, and the pain that was radiating down her left arm has also subsided. When you restore motion first, you're allowing the joint to move properly the way it's supposed to. That reduces the stress on the shoulder, which reduces the compensation in your neck, which takes pressure off the nerve. So instead of chasing symptoms, you're fixing the root cause. The plan moving forward is simple. I'm going to treat her twice a week for the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to continue improving her mobility and reduce the irritation. Then gradually we're going to reintroduce strengthening. By this time we're strengthening on top of good movement, not dysfunction. So if you take one thing away from this, this is it. There's a progression to healing. Step 1, restore range of motion. Step 2, reduce pain and irritation. Step 3 is to strengthen the area. If you skip step 1, you're never going to fully recover. And if you're doing virtual rehab right now, just be careful. Unless you really know what you're doing, it's very easy to reinforce the wrong movement patterns, especially after surgery. If you're dealing with shoulder pain, neck pain, or something just isn't improving, don't keep guessing. Get it evaluated properly. You can schedule online at novacarewellness.com or call my office directly at 703-912-7822. We'll figure out what's actually causing it and put together a plan that actually gets you back doing what you enjoy. You don't have to live with limited movement after surgery. You just need the right approach.